Good morning from Sheffield, England, and Sunday's action in the World Junior Ball Hockey Championship. Getting us underway. Top of the table clash, it's the U20 Slovakia versus Canada. Both teams with 3 wins from 3 so far. So something has to give as we begin day 5 of our ISBHF World Juniors here at the Bauer Arena, Sheffield. Early exchanges in the neutral zone. Down the floor from Canada, icing waved off. Logan Schatz behind the net for Canada. Kicks it out in front, dispossessed. It's a swift break from Slovakia. Simcoe dumps it in for Team in Blue, and they retreat to the neutral zone. And Canada bring it away. Backhand down from Lindgren. Lindgren to Schatz. Schatz hoping for the one-timer in the center. Didn't come. And Slovakia up for a line change. Just one man on the forecheck. Yetman for Canada. Yetman lifts it to Navros. Goes to the net. Glove save. First action for Filip Surak in net for Slovakia. Behind the Slovakia net. Kicks it out in front, hits a foot of the Slovakia D-man. And then Surak pounces on the loose ball. Our first face-off in the Slovakia zone. Steven Alvo takes it for Canada. Ball towards the Slovakia net. The Slovaks will bring it away. Lifted into the neutral zone. 14 for Slovakia's Bednarczyk. He's dispossessed by Hancock for Canada. And slows it down. Looks for the outlet pass. His D partner is Keegan Fedorko. Down the floor from Steven Alvo. It's too strong for the on-rushing Canada players, and we'll go for icing back in the Canadian zone. Just a mention of Keegan Fedorko. Had a message from David Fedorko, Keegan's dad, watching along in Vancouver. Denise, Hallie, Goose, Amy, Carla, Danny, Megan, Jacob, Ola, James, Navin, Cody, Emily, Tara, and pretty much everybody cheering on the Canada U20s from Vancouver. Great to have you along with us. It's still late Saturday evening in Vancouver, West Coast, Canada. Hopefully hockey action can entertain you this Saturday night. 7:30 a.m. in Sheffield, England on Sunday morning. And we're looking forward to these 3 matches, Slovakia and Canada, all 3 age groups this morning. Real top of the table stuff as far as the standings are concerned. In the Canada zone, battling along the boards, Anderson forward to Schatz. Schatz tries to go through 2 Slovakian defensemen, doesn't get it, and it's back in Canada territory. Over the red line, Anderson dumps it in. Up for a line change. Kept in at the red line, 48 is Wong. Can't make anything happen in the attacking zone. Still back with Canada. And then the bomb from the red line, Fedorko. It's blocked by Slovakia. 2-on-2 break. For Slovakia, it's Gajdos along this near boards. Knocked off it by Derek Wong. Canada looks to bring it away again. This is Keegan Fedorko. Down the floor from Canada, and icing is the charge. 11 minutes and 20 seconds to play in our opening period. Slovakia 0, Canada 0 in the U20 division here at the World Juniors. From the face-off, it's back on the Slovakian side, rims it round from Kruchmarek. Battle along these near boards, down low again. It's for Kratoshvili. Looks for the centering pass, then turns and shoots. It's blocked in front, still Slovakia with it. Goes near side. That was Matuska. Lifted forward by Canada. It's in the Slovakia zone. And the Slovaks will turn and come again. Coming down to 10.5 to play in period 1. Slovakia through the neutral zone. Turned over by Canada. Stephen Alvo has it for Canada. Down the left wing for Canadians. Back to Petrotza. Has help up high if he needs it. Drops it to Hardy. 77. Fires it on net. Deflects off the Slovakian stick. Causes problems for Surak. And then finally up and out of play. Into the netting above the plexiglass. And the face-off is in neutral zone for Canada and Slovakia. Stephen Alvo going against Zwick for Slovakia. It's back on the Canadian side with Alvo. Petrotza dumps it in. Alvo to chase. Clash along the boards behind the net. Alvo with Martin Honko. It's still down low in the Slovakia zone. Brings it away through the neutral zone. 21 for Slovakia is Novak. He's dispossessed. It's down the floor. Icing waved off. And Slovakia take their time, building from the back. 5.5 minutes gone by in the first period already. It's 0-0. Slovakia and Canada at under 20. Backhand is cut out in the neutral zone for Canada, but then Slovakia come again. Just two men in the attacking zone. 91 Laframboise. He can't get past the blue line. Dumped in from Saunders. He goes off for a change. Ball's behind Philip Surak's net. Slovakia under strong pressure from the Canadian forecheck. All they can do is fire it down the floor. The Canada forecheckers causing the turnover, the icing charge against Slovakia, and we go down to the left-hand side of Philip Surak's net. Face off on the Slovakian side. Across the front of Surak. Helps it on its way. And then dumped into the neutral zone for Slovakia. It's picked up by Canada. Can't get through at the blue line. 67 is diving stop from Canada, breaks up the play in front of the Canadian net. Laframboise down to Schatz. Schatz knocked off it by Slovakia, and they bring it away with Olejnik. Olejnik behind his own net, round the boards, looking to get out of the Slovakia zone. They do through the neutral zone. Carries it in, down to the far side. And Bednar in the corner has got the man in front if he can find him. It's him, it's Bednarczyk. Bednarczyk, it's off the pipes. First real effort from Slovakia. And pings the medal work of Tyler Richardson's goal. Opening goal for Slovakia. Scramble play around in front of the Canada net. And as we begin day 5 here, the 3 big games. It's Slovakia. Shot from the near side, sneaks through Richardson. And 7:15 to play. Slovakia 1, Canada 0. Face off then, and we're back underway. Alvo pressing for Canada, but it's turned over, and Slovakia come to again. Richardson kicks it aside. Durkach it was with the goal for Slovakia. Dumped in for Canada. Brad Power down low for Petrotza. Alvo on the forecheck. Rims it round, and Slovakia clear. 3-on-3 in the Canada zone. Centric pass is for Gajdos. Gajdos try to kick it up high, comes to Petrotza. Fighting along these near side boards for possession. Petrotza, he's knocked off it. Alvo has to come in. On the centre red line, Slovakia though bring it away. 22 is Matuska down low. Gajdos goes towards the net. He's turned aside. Canada scrambling defence from Team Canada in these opening exchanges. Slovakia lead by 1-0. Brings it up the floor, forward for Ellis to chase. He's the only Canadian in the zone so far, and he's outnumbered, and Slovakia bring it away. Attempted pass through the centre of the court, goes all the way down the floor, and we'll get an icing charge. 5:39 to play in period 1. Slovakia 1, Canada 0. Sheffield 2016, the World Junior Ball Hockey Championships. Face-off wins. Back on the Slovakian side then. Canada, they have it with Whiteman. Knocked off it by Kvajda. And Slovakia breaking again. Coming forward at great pace from Slovakia, causing problems in the Canadian zone. Novak cycles, kicks it back up high. Sees Kvajda, shot tipped in front, just over the top. Redirect by Simcoe in front. Just over the top of Richardson's net. Fired across from Hardy. Cross court for Ellis to chase. Throws it out to the front. Canada with Leframboise. Knocked off it, and Canada lose possession. Slovakia down into the neutral zone. Cross court from Zwick. Zwick. And it's fired on net. Richardson covers up and draws for the face-off. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left. A face off in the Canadian zone. Shot straight from the draw. It's kicked aside by Richardson. Canada into the neutral zone. Slovakia though bring it back in. It's down low for Bednarczyk to chase. Challenge in the corner. You got a penalty on the play. It's Slovakia who take the first penalty. Christian Bednarczyk will sit for high sticking. And just less than 4.5 to play. Canada will go to the power play from the face-off back in the neutral zone. Hardy, Saunders running things from the point. Down low is Bashinsky. Goes towards the top of the circle. Fires, saved by Surak. And then the one-time clearance down the floor from Slovakia, and they'll hold the line at the top of their zone and make Canada bring it all the way through. 30 seconds gone in the power play already. Hardy on this near side for Canada. Back up to the blue line. Bashinsky, he can't keep it in. And Canada have to build again. Bashinsky, backhand pass right across the floor. Almost cut out, but Yetman brings it around for Canada into the circle down low. Alvo, the one-time give and go for Canada. Yetman stands in front of the net. Make himself a target or screen in front of Surak. Bashinsky to Alvo. Still has Saunders at the top. Down low again, this is Bashinsky. Looking to create the one-timer or the opening for the shooting lane. It's wide from the top of Saunders. Still Canada though with it. 38 seconds on the power play remain. This is Saunders. Saunders, the one-timer faked by Bashinsky, and then Alvo. It's kicked aside by Surak. On the far boards, Canada can't keep it in at the red line and goes all the way back to Richardson. New personnel for Canada. 13 seconds on the power play. Pelota gains the zone. Has it in the neutral zone for Canada. Final seconds. Broken play through. Canada shoots wide. Great chance from Lindgren. The floor just opened up from then. Shots saved by Surak again. Power play is ended, but Canada with the momentum from the power play. Can they make anything count? Lindgren scrambles in front. Surak covers up. We'll have a bit of push and shove after the whistle. And then we all calm down and go again for the face-off. 1:45 to play. Face-off in the offensive zone for Canada. Logan Schatz wins it straight back to Pelota. Round behind the Slovakia net. Still alive in the attacking zone for Canada. Off the frame of the net and up and out of play. So the face-off will go into neutral territory. From the face-off back underway, Canada have it. Down low for Laframboise to chase. The two number 91s clashing behind the Slovakia net. And it's the Slovakians who bring it away. Turned aside over by Whiteman for Canada. Ellis turns. Can't get past the Slovakian blue line. And Canada forced to dump it in. La Framboise from the red line. And Slovakia turn and bring it away. Scrappy little passage play both sides. Unable to retain possession for a long time, but this is Power. Can he make something happen? A shot across the face of Chirac's net. And not too far away from Brad Power. Tip back in front, cleared by Slovakia. And then lifted down the floor, where it's Tyler Anderson. Brings it down with the glove, plays it forward, intended for the forwards of Petrotza and Brad Power. Instead goes all the way down the floor. I've got 45 seconds to play in our opening period. We'll come back to the Canadian zone for the face-off. Slovakia 1, Canada 0. Face-off win by Alvo for Canada. See if we can get anything before the first period comes to an end. Pass up the floor for Yetman. Yetman. Nobody at the front of the net until now, and Alvo tries to stick handle through the zone. He's dispossessed. Final 25 seconds. Slovakia with Novak. Novak to Simko behind the net. This is Wong. Up the board. Petrotza. Kept in. Big shot from 13 is Zwick. Turned aside by Tyler Richardson. And that's the final action of period 1. As we said at the top, these two teams unbeaten so far. 3 wins from 3 for each side. And so far, it's Team Slovakia with the upper hand. 15 minutes gone by. Slovakia 1, Canada 0. Sheffield 2016, the World Junior Ball Hockey Championships. We'll be back with period 2 in just a few moments. Underway in period 2 here at Sheffield. Slovakia on the attack. Shot saved by Richardson. Opening exchange of Slovakia with the pressure in the Canada zone. Turnover by Canada and Hedges forward to Logan Schatz. Schatz with Lindgren. Played into the boards in front of us. There's going to be a penalty coming on the delayed penalty. Richardson makes it to the bench. Extra attacker on the floor for Canada. Schatz. Kicks it back to Anderson and then hits the Slovakians in front of net. And opening minutes of P2, Canada will go to the power play. Charging penalty on Jan Kavajda. So on the power play then for Canada, Hardy, Saunders are the men up high, down low. This is Yetman across the floor to cut out in the slot, and Slovakia gain the red line. And fire it in on net, goes up and out of play. New legs on the floor from both sides. 13:44 to play in the period. 1:36 on the man advantage for Canada. Conor Navrot loses out on the draw, but it's back in the neutral zone. Kick save. Richardson has to get down smartly to that one. And now Canada look to bring it forward. Gains the red line, fires it in. Icing's waved off. Attempted dump in from Derek Wong. Clearance from Slovakia only as far as the neutral zone. And it's down the floor again from Slovakia. And Canada have to full 200 feet to come. Wong forward for Fedorko. Fedorko in the corner, wins it on the boards. And then loses his footing, allows Slovakia to clear. Which they do, backhand down the floor from Marcel Sibic. And Tyler Richardson well out of his net. Keeps it alive for Canada. Ball into the neutral zone. Fired on net by Martin Tomechko. And Richardson blockers it away. Out of the play. Over the netting. And the face-off will stay in the Canada zone. 12:46 to play in the period. 39 seconds rest on the power play. Defensive zone face-off for Canada. Possession with the Canadians from the draw. This is Casters with Fedorko. Gains the zone to Schatz. Down lows. All alone, point blank. Great chance from Colin Casts. And it's into the netting. Out of play. So best chance of the period so far, Callan Casters. For being found by Riley Lindgren with a pass from behind. The Casters though couldn't get it on target. Final handful of seconds on our power play. Pallotta, wind up from the neutral zone, gloved away. And the rebound is put into the net, but it's with a high stick. And that's no goal for Canada. So face-off comes into the neutral zone from the high stick. Won by Canada and Alvo. Wrist shot saved by Surak. This is Brad Power down low for Canada. He's got a man up high if he needs him. Instead kicks it to Alvo. He's knocked off it. And Slovakia attempt to clear. Kept in the zone by Alvo though. Early pressure from Canada to Petrotza. Backhand to Alvo. Spin move, backhand pass, tries to find the man in front again. Not generating a clean scoring chance yet, Canada. And then Power, stick save by Surak. And the Slovakian goalie hangs on after the rebound from the boards behind the net and will take the face off in the Slovakia zone. In the corner, it's Canada. Behind the net is Ellis. 81 is Whiteman. Whiteman down low, and it's knocked off it for Slovakia. Kept in at the red line is Anderson. But Slovakia on the counter, bring it away. Still Slovakia with it. Broken play, saved by Tyler Richardson. Half chance from Slovakia, fired on net, and Richardson had to be alert. Face off in the Canada zone with just less than 11 minutes to play in our middle period. Down the floor, Canada, Yetman. Yetman backhand across. Comes back to the point. Shoots and scores. Tyler Anderson for Canada. And we tied on the scoreboard. Slovakia 1, Canada 1. Came all the way back to Anderson, and he had no hesitation letting the shot go. Surak was high above the crease, but it beat him glove side. And into the net for the equalising goal. 10:32 to play. It's Slovakia 1, Canada 1. So Slovakia looking to respond to the Canada goal. Broken play, Yetman coming up a pace in the attacking zone for Canada. Knocks off it by Tomechko. And then Navrot brought down in the attacking zone. Play continues. To this near side is Lucas Bednar. Bednar behind the net. Cleared into neutral zone for Canada. And then that hits the legs of Mac Hardy in front of the net. The shot came in from the neutral zone from Tomechko. And hits the Canada defenseman. And it's grabbed by Richardson and hangs on for the face-off. Down the floor, Canada, fast break, Logan Schatz. Schatz tried to find Lindgren. It was cut out in the slot for Slovakia. Schatz forward to Lindgren. Lindgren cross court into the corner. This is for Casters to chase. Callan Casters, stick held up, so he uses the feet to control it. Penalty on the play. Interference minor on Canada's Derek Wong. Power play time then for Slovakia. See what the special teams can do here. '69's Honko. Honko back to the point. Branislav Zwick. Zwick, the one-timer, stopped in front by Alvo. Doesn't get through past the man at the top of the point for Canada. Again, sliding play from the Canada defenseman. And it's the Canadian fans making the most noise. The Canada penalty kill. Strong so far. Back to Zwick at the blue line. Zwick and Honko. Honko back to Zwick. Winds up, fakes the shot, comes back down low again. A man in front. Creating the screen in front of Richardson. And then again, deflected away by Ellis from the shot from Honko. Back to Zwick at the point. Fired it in, down low, it's high over the net. Still Slovakia with it. 1 minute gone in the power play. Down low, man was at the back post. And then a shot from Honko is over the top. Canada chance to clear with Stephen Alvo. Fires it down the floor. And Canada off for a change. New legs on the penalty kill. Slovakia also take a chance to bring on some new personnel. And then dangerous from Slovakia. Zaleznik almost gave it up at his own blue line. Would have been 1-0 for Whiteman. As it is, Slovakia moving it with a quick passing, which is the trademark of these European power plays. Slovaks and the Czechs in particular moving the ball at great pace on the power play to create the openings for the chances. Shot from the blue lines blocked by Thomas Hedges in front of net. Derek Wong's back on the floor. So we're back to 5-on-5 play in the Canadian penalty kill. Doing a great job on that play. And then forward is through. This is Zach Ellis. Ellis through 1-0. Scores! Fantastic skills from Zach Ellis. The awareness to control it and then bring it in onto the backhand and they just tap it in after the netminder committed to the save. Let's see this one again. .650 to play in our middle period. It's Slovakia 1, Canada 2. Come from behind to take the lead for Canada. So Ellis from Pallotta. We'll see that again on the replay. Fantastic skills from the Canadian man, and pressure now with Canada. Sydney took a big boost from the penalty kill and then carried that momentum into taking the lead. You see the pass up the floor. And then you see the finish from Ellis. Makes Surak commit. And then puts it onto the backhand, taps it in to the wide open net. to make the score Slovakia 1, Canada 2. From the face-off, it's dumped into the Canada zone. Saunders doing battle with Olejnik. As this comes back on the Canadian side. Still not giving up Slovakia. That was Miroslav Gajdos. Gajdos out to the point. Fired in by Svantna. Svantna down low. It's cut out by, this is Mac Hardy. Backhand down the floor. 2-on-1 for Canada. Yetman's there. Doesn't get past Surak. Great save in the net from Slovakians 33. From the face-off, it's with Canada. It's Petrozza up to the neutral zone. Big shot from Derek Wong, doesn't get through, and it's 2-on-1 for Slovakia. Fedorko with the play on defense. Stops the ball getting through to the trailing man for the tap in. 5 minutes to play. Still Slovakia 1, Canada 2. Honko brings it out from behind his own nets. Kept in at the neutral zone by Canada. Whiteman. Whiteman down low. This is Power. Tries to go high on Surak. Deflects away to Fedorko. Fires it in from the outside the blue line. And in the end, Slovakia clear it down the floor. And it's Derek Wong bringing it away for Canada. To Fedorko, backhand to Ellis. Given away, Slovakia. Shot blocked by Derek Wong. And Canada 2-on-1. Ellis again. Almost a replay. And then the net comes off. Ellis tried for an action replay of his last goal. Offside, Josh Laframboise there. Couldn't stick it in, short side. And the net comes off the goal frame. And we'll have a face-off in the attacking zone for Canada. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Pallotta dumps it back in. Whiteman behind the net. Got Ellis towards the top of the crease. Cycles behind the Slovakia goal. This is Zach Ellis. Down the floor from Slovakia. Icing waved off. Pallotta. Round the ball to Laframboise. Framboise to Schatz. 2-on-2. 2-on-3. Laframboise, the trailing leg man. Shot from the far wing is from Gianluca Pallotta. And that's gloved by Surak between the pipes for Slovakia. 3.5 to play in the second period. Slovakia 1, Canada 2. Under 20 action here at the World Junior Ball Hockey Championship. First of 3 successive games between these two teams. Getting day 5 off to a fantastic start. 2 unbeaten teams here in the under 20 so far. Through the legs from Schatz. And Surak equal to it. Cleared away with a hand into the neutral zone. Still looking to bring it away is Slovakia. Logan Schatz battling for it. But in the end, Slovakia do carry it forward with Tomechko. It's wide of Richardson's net. Tomechko follows in his own play. Persistence from Tomechko, Martin Tomechko for Slovakia, and then fires it on net. And Richardson covers up. Face-off will be to the right-hand side of the Canada goal. It's back on the Canadian side in Yetman. Fast break from Canada. Yetman cross court. This is Bushinsky. Down low is Navrot. Navrot has Yetman behind the net for company. Two Canadians knocked off it by Slovakia. 61 for Slovakia is Krasashvili. Chasing in for Slovakia, kept in at the red line. And then cleared down by Canada. Icing is the call. And we'll go down to the Canada zone once again. 2 minutes remaining in our second period. Early action in day 5 of the World Juniors here at Sheffield, England. www.sheffield2016.com if you want to see all the stats and standings of all the games here at the tournament. Also links to, as well as the live stream which you're watching now, also the highlights of the archive games. Smart stuff from Surak. And again, down low with the pad, Filip Surak for Slovakia. Down the floor from Slovakia, and that is icing charged. And if you're big on your social media, then we do have a Twitter and Facebook for the tournament at Sheffield 2016. You can send us a message, tell us where you're watching, and get some behind the scenes photographs as well from what goes on at the World Junior Ball Hockey. So it's at Sheffield 2016 on your social media, and keep up to date with the goings on around the World Junior Ball Hockey Championship. Penalty coming on the play. Is near side boards. It's Brad Whiteman. Tripping penalty on Brad Whiteman. So we'll close out the second period for Slovakia with a man advantage. 1 minute 11 seconds to play. Set up in the Canada zone then for Slovakia. Passing move at the blue line. Fakes the shot. Got 23. Is Olejnik controlling it at the point. And then deflected away by Richardson. Still Slovakia with it. Olejnik. Open man at the far side. Instead comes down low, and then shot from Olejnik. The one-timers high and wide. Still kept across. Pass and move. From spot to spot across the face-off circles. The one-timer from Bednarczyk. Saved by Richardson, and still Slovakia. Final few seconds of the second period. The bomb again from just inside the blue line. Looked like it hit the Slovakian man in front of net. He's limping towards the bench Lucas Horvath. And the end of period number 2. Slovakia 1, Canada 2. It's 50 seconds held over on the power play. So Slovakia will begin period 3 with a man advantage. But having been a goal up, Slovakia will have to come from a goal down. 30 minutes played. It's Slovakia 1, Canada 2. We're back soon. Ready to go in period 3 of game 1 here at the World Juniors. It's Slovakia 1, Canada 2. The under-20s kicking off the day's play. Canada are killing a penalty held over from the second period. Injury on the play at centre court. So we've got a stoppage just 28 seconds into the game, into the period. Jacqueline Reynolds in Saskatchewan, tuning live, watching Canada Go Navrot. That's from Jacqueline in Saskatchewan. At Sheffield 2016. If you want to get in contact on our social media, we've got Facebook and Twitter open all during the tournament. Final 10 seconds of the power play for Slovakia. Just about got set up now in the Canada zone. Whiteman returns to the floor. Pad save from Richardson. And then Canada break 3-on-2 if they can use the speed. In the end, it's dispossessed by Zwick for Slovakia, Branislav Zwick. Back the other way, end to end. Here in period 3. Trip at the blue line. Lubomir Sandor touches up, and we have a power play coming for Canada. Jan Kavajda takes a tripping minor. And Canada will go to work on the power play. Up to the neutral zone is Derek Wong. Control from Canada. Wong fakes the shot. Down low is Laframboise 91. Cleared by Slovakia. Down the floor to Tyler Richardson. I'll come again from the defensive zone for Canada. Derek Wong over the red line. Can't get it over the blue. And then Canada do gain the zone with Navrot, Fedorko. Wrestled off it by Bednarczyk, but Canada still with it. Looks for the open man. Fedorko drives to the net. Can't find him. Wong down to these near boards. Navrot cycling with power. And kept in just to the red line by Derek Wong. Connor Navrot across to Fedorko. To Wong for the one-timers, deflected up out of play. Breaks the stick of the Slovakia Lubomir Sandor. Face-off win, Canada. Stephen Alvo. Alvo shoots, deflected again into the netting. So we'll go again in the Slovakia zone. .35 seconds on the man advantage. Brings it down the floor. Bushinsky just inside the blue line for Canada. Back to Hardy. Hardy fires it on net. And it's cleared down the floor for Slovakia. Lifts it into the stanchions in the roof here at Sheffield. And the face-off will come back to the Slovakia zone. "17 seconds remain in the power play. Face-off win to Canada. Back to Saunders. Runs along the blue line and down into the slot for Alvo. Alvo shot doesn't get through. Slovakia about to return to full strength. Yetman tries to pick a shot, goes over the bar. Back to 5-on-5 action. Power play comes to nothing as Slovakia players from the other team sit behind their bench, try and make some noise to encourage their players. Stephen Alvo for Canada. Turns behind the net, tries to get a centric pass. It's broken up by Slovakia. They break down the floor. Great pace on the counter-attack from Slovakia. 11 is Gazdos. Gazdos along the boards against Tyler Anderson. Gazdos does manage to get the shot in. It's gloved though by Richardson. Face off to the left of Tyler Richardson. Go down in the Canada zone for the draw. Clean win on the Slovakian side. And the attempted dump in is cut out by Logan Schatz. Schatz to the blue line, gains it for Canada. Still Logan Schatz. Tries to go short side, it's stuffed in. Finally there by Canada. Schatz tried to stuff it in short side. The ball was still loose in the crease. And we'll have to see clearly on the replay how it went in. May even have went in off a Slovakia stick. You see. So Philip Surak made the initial save. The ball was still loose. And have a hack and whack. See what you get. And what you get is a third goal for Canada. It's Riley Lindgren with the credit. And with just over 10.5 minutes to play, Slovakia 1, Canada 3. Delayed offside, so Canada clear the zone. Slovakia bring it away. Turnover in the Slovakia zone, but Pedersen can't control it for Canada, and it's turned over again. Slovakia bring it away. Over the red, over the blue. 14 for Slovakia is Bednarczyk. Bednarczyk to the point. And Olejnik shot deflected into the corner. Still Slovakia with it. It's Bednarczyk. Trying to cycle around the face-off circle. Still behind the Canada net with Christian Bednarczyk. A lot of the Slovakian offense goes through the big number 14. Tries on the wraparound. Can it get through? Richardson. And Canada bring it away. Icing is the play. I'll go back to the face-off circle beside Tyler Richardson. And from the face-off wins, broken up by Canada, running a pace. Petrozza. Drop pass intended for Alvo. Kept in by Hancock behind the net. Petrozza. Canadian forwards move to try and find the shot for him, and it's over the top from Petrozza. Surak's down on the floor, and Canada can't capitalize. Down the floor, Slovakia at 18. Bednar back to the point. It's Bushowski, fires it on net. Hits a sticking up off the glass behind the Canada net. Touch down the floor for Stephen Alvo. Canada change on the fly, new personnel on the floor for Canada. Down the floor we go. Icing is the charge against Slovakia. From the draw, shot comes in from Yetman, gloved by Surak. Now we'll go again with the face-off in Slovakia zone. Navrot kicked out of the circle, back to Bashinsky, takes the draw for Canada. Possession with Slovakia after the face-off with Gajdos. Still battling along these boards, trying to get it out of their own zone. Slovakia kept in by Fedorko. Fedorko behind that is Yetman for Canada. Kicks it out to the slot. Navrot controls it, shoots, goes high over Surak's net. Still in the neutral zone. Canada have to work back to Fedorko in his own zone. Forward from Wong. Conor Navrot dispossessed at the blue line. Slovakia bring it forward, dumps it in for Gajdos to chase. Slovakia put some pressure on to Kratochvila. Kratochvila to Matuszka. Matuszka in the corner with Derek Wong. Push and shove against the boards. Play continues. And then Bashinsky and Gajdos join the play. And then there's two players. Having a hack and whack at each other, so we have a coincidental penalties. Fedorko for Canada and Kratochvila for Slovakia. Coincidental roughing minors. And we stay with 5 on 5 on the floor. Just under 7 minutes to play in the third period. Lifted forward for Lindgren to chase. Lindgren's through on net, controls it. Saved by Surak, the rebound. Casters can't put it home. Philip Surak didn't know a lot about that rebound. Fast and furious, turning back the other way. Slovakia with 16, Simko. Simko against the boards with Hardy. No quarter asked or given here in this under 20. Slovakia 1, Canada 3. Coming down to 6 minutes to play in period 3. Into the offensive by Lindgren for Schatz to chase, but it's turned over to Slovakia. In front of the Canada bench is Hardy. Hardy forward to Schatz. Dispossessed and dumped in by Filip Simon for Slovakia. Looking to set up in the zone. Fired netwards by Simko. And Mac Hardy will slow things down, take the pace off it. And patiently build out of defense for Team Canada. 5.5 to play. Slovakia 1, Canada 3. Tyler Anderson bringing it out of defence. Pass over the blue line to Laframboise. Comes on the backhand, round the circle, still Laframboise. All the way, can he finish Laframboise? It's there, saved by Simcoe. Philip Surak with a sprawling stop. Josh Laframboise single-handedly almost creating this chance for Canada. In the zones, Thomas Hedges round behind the Slovakian net, still Hedges knocked off it, outnumbered 2-1 in the zone, still Hedges turns and keeps it in at the blue line, and it goes off for a change. Great shift from Thomas Hedges for Canada. 4.5 to play. Canada protecting this 2-goal lead in the closing stages. The under-20s here at Sheffield 2016 World Junior Ball Hockey. Slovakia struggling to bring it out of their zone. Strong forechecking from Canada. It's Brad Power pressing at the front. In the end, they do bring it away. 66 is Temechko. Tries to get it, but it is beaten to it by Canada. And Canada bring it down the floor with Palota to Power. He's dispossessed. Cleared away by Slovakia. Still can't make a clean scoring chance. The Slovakians. Great hustle from Canada. 3-on-2 with Power. Alvo, Petrozza. Alvo's there. Saved by Surak. 3.5 to play. Fakes the shot. Stephen Alvo picks it up on these near boards. Nudged into the boards by Temechko. Holds it in, runs down some time. 200 feet away from the Canada net. Fine for Team Canada. Slovakia do gain possession. 3 minutes to play. Slovakia looking to create some sort of offensive opening. In the end, they fire it down the floor. It's only as far as Saunders. Canada, Navrot now has it. Goes down behind the goal line. Tries to bring it out in front, cycles down low. And then Navrot, the one-time effort saved by Surak. Kept in at the red line by Saunders. His pass intended for Yetman. It's cut out by Slovakia, and they break a 3-on-2. 22 is Matuska. Near side is Zwick. Matuska again. Battling with Zach Ellis. Spin move from Ellis, gets himself away from Matuska. And down the floor for Canada, lifts it forward. 89 is Yetman to chase. Behind the net for Bushinsky. And it's a slashing penalty on Canada. So we'll take an offensive face-off with just 2 minutes and 1 second to play. Slovakia down by 2. Will go on a power play. Filip Surak remains in the net for the time being. Slovakia do get set up, look for possibly the netman. They're coming to the bench to go 6-on-3, 6-on-4. As it is, regulation power play for Slovakia. 23 is Olejnik at the top on the blue line. Bednarczyk. Down low, back to Bednarczyk at the blue line. Surak still in the net. Olejnik doesn't connect on the one-timer from the blue line. And it's chipped away by Canada, only as far as Bednarczyk. Into the slot. Back out to Christian Bednarczyk. Shot into the legs of Tyler Anderson. Canada's penalty kill doing its job. Back to Bednarczyk, winds up, instead cross court to Sandor, saved by Richardson. Bednarczyk, the one-timer, that's wide. Richardson was there with a glove, but it was over the top of his net. Inside a minute to play. Tomechko. 23 is Alejnik. Bednarczyk goes wide on this near side with the one-timer. Bednarczyk can't control it first time, has to run and collect. It's behind the goal line. Looking for the outlet pass. 17 is Philip Simon. Back to Alejnik. Fakes the shot on Kalinkastas, then shoots high and wide from Alejnik. Delayed penalty again on Canada. We're going to go 5-on-3. Slovakia don't realise they could have given possession up 5 seconds earlier and had the extra time with a 5-on-3. Final dozen seconds or so. Tyler Anderson sits 2 for slashing. So 5-on-3 for the remainder of the game. Must admit, I'm surprised Filip Surak remains in net. Yes, it's only 11 to 12 seconds, but still. Go 6-on-3, score in the first few seconds, and then who knows for the remainder. Anything can happen, as we've seen. On the power play, Kratochvila has the shot. It's blocked by Canada. Kratochvila again. And the hooter goes to end the game. Late power plays come to naught for Slovakia. And we said at the top, these two teams came in with 100% records. Only one leaves. It's Canada. They go 4 for 4 at the under-20s. Final score, Slovakia 1, Canada 3. And Team Canada take a big step towards the gold medal game here at the World Juniors. 3-1 winners here this morning to open up Sunday's play. It'll be Slovakia, Canada, U18s next on the floor. We'll have our post-game presentations, players of the game, and our Canadian national anthem. If you're joining us online at Sheffield2016.com or on our social media at Sheffield2016 on Facebook and on Twitter. Send us a message, let us know where you're watching from. That's the end of game 1 on day 5. Slovakia 1, Canada 3. And we'll be back in around half an hour's time with the under-18 game. For now, we'll leave you with our presentations, players of the game, and Canada's national anthem. But for now, from ringside, we'll see you soon.